Hey Land Mountain, my name is Kyle Niskola and I'm a friend of Aaron's, and he asked me to write some choreography for you guys. So I'm going to help you guys throughout the season. Going to make a bunch of videos. I'm going to send that to him and Miss Dana so they can help you guys learn the choreography. I'm possibly going to try coming down maybe once or twice throughout the season to see how guys are progressing, maybe make some choreo more interesting, harder, simplify some things, and help with better understandings. A little background about myself. I went to high school at Pocono Mountain West. I did 2 years of indoor there, and all 4 years of marching band, I marched horn there. Then I went on to Mansfield University and majored in music education. I have a degree in music education. I'm currently a substitute teacher in the Pocono Mountain School District, where I sub very often with the music teachers there, and I also work with the marching band at Pocono Mountain East, where I've been the color guard instructor for about, I think this is my 5th year. I have a developing program. I started it with only 9 kids, and right now my numbers are looking to be close to 30 for this following fall. I've also marched independent world-class indoor color guard with the Black Watch Independent World, and I've also marched with the Hawthorne Caballeros Drum and Bugle Corps based off Hawthorne, New Jersey, where I've been marching with since 2012. I did 4 years of baritone horn there, and I'm on the color guard there as well. So that's about my background. I have many seasons under my belt of marching myself and teaching. So I'm also a student as well as an instructor when it comes to the color guard world. So I'm going to create these videos. I'm going to break it down, do it with music, do it without music, depending on what type of system I have running. The first initial video set that you'll get probably won't have music because I don't have the setup to record as I have sound in the background. So I'll send those out to you. I'm usually going to upload them into a video, usually condense all together into parts. Then I will go set by set. The intro, your Starship song, I have broken down into 16 count chunks, except for one drum break chunk, which is about 8 counts. I'm going to teach that individually, and then I'll try doing it all the way through, or I'll just keep in those chunks easy for you guys to work on so you can work them out amongst yourselves. Then I'll take that video, I'll put all those parts together, and I'll upload it to YouTube. I'll create a playlist that I will share with Aaron and Dana, who can also share it to you guys as well, so you can use it for your practice at home. I hope these videos are helpful, and I hope you enjoy my choreography. I'm going to start off simple so you can get the feel of my work, and then as we get through this show, I might try making things a little bit more intricate, a little bit more harder, and I'll see what Aaron says, if you guys can handle it. If not, I'll simplify it. So I hope you the best of the season, and good luck. All right, so for this first set of 16, you guys are going to be in an arc behind the band. I'm going to have you guys numbered from side 1, which will be your right-hand side facing the field, all the way to side 2, numbers 1 through 9, or 1 through 10, or 1 through 8, however many you guys have. And basically, we're going to start off with the middle group. And all it's going to be, guys, are going to start at a right slam. So a nice left hand on end cap, right hand on tab, nice and strong. Make sure your elbows are nice and boxed. And you're going to stand there and wait for you to come in, probably at a nice stripped flag, so we can hide the color until that first group comes in. And all is going to be a simple top cone, bottom cone, in a top cone, bottom cone, or 1, 2, 3, 4. And you guys are going to do that for those first 4 measures, those first 16 counts. And it's going to go middle group, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that's going to be the total of the set. So it's going to be the center, numbers 4, 5, 6. You're going to start on count 1. Numbers 3 and 7, you're going to start on count 5. Numbers 2 and 8, you're going to start on count 9. And numbers 1 and 9, the end points of the arc, you guys are going to start on count 13. So every 4 counts, someone's adding in. So it's going to be an effect where the center is going to start and the add-on is going to go down through the arcs. And once again, that first 16 is Just starting my slam, and doing top cones, bottom cones. Top cone, bottom cone, top cone, bottom cone. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And you're all going to end here at this right slam, right shoulder hip. That is the first set of 16. Okay, the second set, set 2 is also 16 counts. It's going to be an A-B set, so half of you are going to be A's, half of you are going to be B's. But first I'm going to show you the movements for that. So we just ended our top cones, bottom cones in a right slam. The basic movements of this, you're going to push your flag straight up with your right hand and all the way over to your left side. So from the back, the way you guys are going to look, it's going to go push up, 2, hand on end cap, right hand mid pole, 3, 4. You're going to stretch it all the way over. And then the next 4 counts is going to be a big swoop. You're going to swoop to this back angle, left arm straight, right hand right over your head. And then you're going to, right hand's going to slide from mid pole to tab. And then you're going to tuck it under your right arm as your left hand slides to your cheat tape. So you're going to be right under your arm, left hand under your arm, right hand on tab. And from the back, it's going to look like this. It's going to slide right hand up. Left hand's going to slide to your cheat tape, and it's going to go under your arm behind your back. Then from this, you're going to unwind. Your flag's going to come up behind you, down behind you, and you're going to turn and face forward. So once again, you're unwinding. So it comes up and down, and then you're going to turn forward. From the back, you're going to come up and down and forward. And that's an unwind. So from the front, it's going to look like this. It's going to go over for 4 counts. Slide your right hand up and tuck. Slide your left hand under for 4 counts. And then you're going to unwind for 4 counts. So from the back, that whole thing is going to look like this. Up and over. Slide right hand to tab. Left hand is going to slide to cheat tape as you go under your arm. And then you're going to unwind and face forward. So we're going to have A, B's during this section. So starting with person 1, you're going to be A. Person 3 is an A. 5's an A. 7's an A. 9's an A. So all your even numbers are going to be A's. All your odd numbers are going to be A's. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And all your even people, 2, 4, 6, 8, are going to be B's. So A's, you're starting at your right slam. You're going to go up 1, 2, over 3, 4. Go back to back present. 5, 6 at this back angle. Nice and straight arm, 6, 7, 8. Your left hand sliding as you go underneath your arm. And then 9, 10, 11, 12. So the checkpoints are 9, 10, 11, turn forward 12. And you're going to end with left hand on cheat tape, right hand on tab. 12, and then A's you're going to hold 13, 14, 15, 16. B's, you're going to hold 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to go up 5, 6, over 7, 8. Slide up 9, 10, over 11, 12, unwind, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. Once again, B's are going to go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. So it's going to be this counter motion. So A's, B's, C, and so on and so forth. And so it's going to be a wave effect. Every other person is going to be something. Every other person is doing something different than you are. So you have to watch the people one over from you if you're guiding and watching. So that is set 2 of 16 counts. If you put sets 1 and 2 together, I'm going to pretend I'm person 5. So they start set 1 on count 1, and they start set 2 on count 1. So they're going to look something along the lines of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, hold third, 4, 5th, 6th. So that's if, for example, that was person 5, who's also starts on count 1 of set 1 and is an A for set 2. Now, if I'm looking at, let's say, person number 2, who they start on 1, 5, 9. Start on count 9 of the first set, and they're also a B. So they might be, start of show, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10, 11, 12, 3rd, 4, 5th, 6th, and hold, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. So for the first 2 sets, everyone's kind of doing something different, but you're also in groups. So set 1 is an add-on from the centers down throughout the arc. And set 2 is an AB set, which is every other person. So every other person's an A, every other person's a B. So it's going to be a layered effect that's going to create a good effect for you guys. Okay, set 3 is also broken up into 16 counts. You're going to stay with your A's and B's. So all the odds are still A's and all the evens are still B's. So this set is fairly simple. You're still at this right slam. Left hand still at the G tape. Right hand still at the tab. And all we're going to do is you're going to hit these angles. You're going to hit this up angle, basically training your shoulder hip here, and training your shoulder hip up here. So you're going from down to up. And it's going to be a hit hold type motion. You're going to hit the count and hold it for a count. And then you're going to cross over. So this crossover is, I always say, your arms go to the extremities of the opposite side. So my right hand's going to go all the way to my left, and my left hand's going to go all the way to my right. And if you do that, your arm should make a Z with your pole. So it's basically 3 different motions. You're going to go from down to up to cross, back to the angle, this angle, back down. The music is still very that Starship introduction. I'm not going to try singing. I'm going to be very off key, so I'll save you guys save your ears there. So I'm not going to try singing it, but still that ostinato rhythm that's behind it, that the high woodwinds have, the flute, and the brass have a portion of it, and the low brass. So basically that intro ostinato just keeps building and building, and it gets more and more very rhythmic, very downbeat, very staccato, and very rigid. So that's why all these motions are very militaristic in a sense, because that's kind of what the music calls for at the moment. So it's 16 counts. So A's, you're starting here. You're going to go up 1, hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3rd, 4, hold 5th, 6th. One issue that I can foresee you guys having is when you're doing all these angles is if you move too early, you might get a sail. I was trying to get one. And you might wind up with this sail, right? These are very ugly in the color guard world. I usually yell at my kids, I'm like, where do you think we are? Kmart, get your sail out, right? We don't have sails here. So you want to always make sure when you're doing these angles, you're kind of rounding it out a bit so you're not getting your flag. So you want maybe like going up, you're kind of outwards, and when you go back down, you're kind of more inwards. So you're kind of rounding out, so you're avoiding these sails. So once again, A's, you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3rd, 4th, hold 5th, 6th. Now B's, you're going to hold 1, 2. Hold 1, 2, up, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. So that are the B's. So B's are going to be 2 counts behind the A's, and A's are going to be 2 counts ahead of the B's. And it should create this crossing effect. So it's going to be, let's see if I can do it with my hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on and so forth. it's kind of hard to do because I'm looking at myself, I'm mirroring, throwing myself off, but it should have this crossing effect. So windshield effect, I guess you could say. You know, if you're on those buses and the windshield wipers kind of get off and they kind of get in sync of crossing over each other, it's kind of the effect I'm going for. So that is set 3 of 16 counts, which are those different angles. The up angle, the cross angle, back to the top angle, back down to the slam. And you're going back and forth between those. And A's, you're stopping here on 3rd, 4th, you're holding 15, 16. B's, you're going 13, 14, 15, 16. So we're all going to stop and hold at this up angle. Nice and strong again. Right shoulder, left hip. And that's where we're going to end for the end of set 3 of 16 counts. All right, set 4 is also going to be in 16 counts. And this is the first moment of the entire opener where you guys are doing something all together, all 9 of you all together at once. So we ended in this up angle after we did all our crazy angles, right? On count 1, you're going to switch your right hand from thumbs up. Both hands are thumbs up right now. You switch your right hand to thumbs down. So your thumbs are pointing towards each other. So that's going to go 1. And on beats 2, 3 is this bump, bump, basically the introduction of the Starship medley. So on count 1, you're going to switch your hand. On count 2, you're going to slice. When I say slice, that means it's going in a straight line. So you're going to slice from this up angle to this down angle to the front corner. So we're up here, and we're slicing straight down to our front corner. If you're in a second position, feet turned out, you're going in line with your left foot pointing towards the corner. So if you look at my body, my flag isn't straight across, it's in front of me towards the front corner. So you here, we count 1, 2, and then on the and count of 2, 2 and, your right hand is going to pull up, and your left hand is going to stay on your hip. So it's going to go 1, 2, and. And then from here, you're going to slice again to this slam, this shoulder hip. So on this up angle, and it's a slice, like Fruit Ninja, remember the Fruit Ninja game, and you had to like slice the things on your phone? So we're going to Fruit Ninja slice straight down in front of us. See how it's like this 3D effect here? So count 1, 2, and 3. So that is bump, bump. As we kind of fast, kind of quick. You have some and counts to play around with, but we're going to try and keep it as 1, 2, and 3. You're going to hold for count 4. So from the back, so it's easy for you guys to learn, you're going to switch on 1, 2, and 3, hold 4. Count on 5, 6, you're going to do a bottom cone. 5, 6. So it's going to go 1, 2, and 3, hold 4, 5, 6. On the back, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. Then, I was told you guys know how to do a pull hit toss. So, big moment of the medley. Starships are meant to fly. I think that's the medley. I think those are the words. Correct me later if I'm wrong. So it's basically starships are meant to fly. So that's going to be 1, 2, and 3, hold 4, 5, 6, out, 7, 8, 9. You're going to catch on 9. Now, this is a part where if you drop, don't scramble down like a little duck butt in the air trying to get your flag. You're going to just catch it, pretend you catch it, because the next moment you're going to have time to recover if you need to. So you're going to catch on 9. And then on 10, you're going to jump up in the air, flag going straight over your head, nice and flat, and you're going to do what we call an X jump. Without the flag, an X jump is you jump down and you jump up, arms go towards a high 45, so legs point out, toes nice and pointed. So, but with the flag, so we're going to catch, so it's out 7, 8, 9, you're going to jump up 10, 11, kind of in this plie, 12, we're going to drop all the way down. Let me back as you can see that. So it's catch 9, 10, 11, 12. All the way down. In a nice grand plie. All the way down, flag, nice parallel up, all the way down. On 13, you're going to stand up, start rolling up, 13. And then your left arm, hand, do a nice splayed open jazz hand. So it's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So all together, you catch on. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. I was just teaching for 3 hours straight. So you're catching on 9, 10, 11, 12, 3, 4, 5, 6. So from the back, so we're here. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3, 4, 5, 6. From the front. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you guys want to take out the jump, if you guys think there's not enough time, that's perfectly fine. Catch a 9, up 10, roll down 11, 12, up 3rd, 4th, 5th, should be straight up, head all the way towards the sky, Pez head, Pez dispenser, all the way up. Hands splayed nice and open, fly coming off to your side, 16, bring it all back to the center. So once again, switch on 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is the entire 16 counts of set 4, where you guys all come together for the first time during that first introductory statement. So this is set 5, which is also 16 counts. You're still all together because it started that big Starship melody introductory statement. It's actually 12 counts of the end of the melody, and it's 4 counts drum break. So there's 12 counts of real choreography, and the drum break is usually kind of hard to write for flag because it's just basically rhythms that are usually sound really quick to the untrained ear, really no melody, it's kind of just rhythms. So it's basically just 12 counts and 4 counts, but we're just going to put 16 counts all together. So we ended with the 10, 11, 12, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. On count 1, you're going to squeeze. On count 2, 3, you're going to do a pull hit. 2, 3. Nice and strong. Nice boxed elbows. 2, 3. So from the back, we're up here. We're 1. Squeeze on 1, pull. 2, catch 3. Then on count 4, you're going to drop it flat at your waist. As you drop it flat, you're going to rotate your left hand. So you're over, over. Right hand over, left hand over. Thumbs facing each other. So once again, squeeze on 1, pull it 2, 3, flat, 4. Then count 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to do an up and over. Go push up 5, 6, hands to meet. You're going to trade. Right hand's going to stay on the pole, left hand's going to slide to the tab on 5, 6, 7, 8. So once again, we're squeeze on 1, 2, 3, 4, up, 5, 6, down, 7, 8. And your left hand's going to wind up palm up, thumbs both facing up the flat. So facing forward, that is squeeze 1, 2, 3, flat, 4, up, 5, 6, down, 7, 8. Then 9, 10, 11, 12, you're going to do a bottom cone. 9, 10, you're going to pop it up. 11, 12. Just a little up and over. Nothing too hard, nothing too strenuous. So once again, squeeze on count 1, pull hit 2, 3, flat 4, up 5, 6, down 7, 8. Bottom cone 9, 10, up 11, 12. This will pop up and over. And as you do that bottom cone, make sure you go out all the way and pull it in. Go out, pull through. So once again, from the front, it's squeeze 1, pull hit 2, 3, flat 4, up 5, 6, down 7, 8, bottom cone 9, 10, up 11, catch 12. And then from here, all you're going to do, you're going to turn over your left shoulder for 4 counts. And as you do that, you're going to slowly bring your flag down. So you're 12th, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. Nice and simple and easy, nothing too hard there. If you are up for the challenge and feel like you should be doing more, you could add a top cone to that. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. whatever you guys feel you can handle and whatever Aaron decides to do. So from the top of that set, you're squeezing 1, hold 2, 3 flat, 4, up 5, 6, 7, 8, bottom from 9, 10, 11, 12, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. And last time from the front, squeeze on and count 1, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. And those are the 16 counts of the first, the 16 counts of set 5. By now, this is probably a good point where you try and stop and put set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all together and see you guys can do it cohesively. Starting with set 4, I said. Checking my notes. Yeah, set 4 is where you guys all start all together all at once. Maybe that's set 4 and set 5 together. Get that going all together. That is the where you switch on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. I'll do that from the back. So you switch on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. So set 4 and 5 is probably a good place to start where you're all together. And then set 1, 2, and 3 you add in with everyone's adding counts. Remember, it's groups from center out for the first set. Sets 2 and 3 are ABs, where ABs are stay the same. Odds are A's, evens are B's. So get 1, 2, 3 all together, get it nice and together, make sure you know your number and know what you're doing. And then set 4 and set 5, you all come together doing all the same thing all at the same time. So start with set 4, 5, get that all together, nice and clean. Then go back, work 1, 2, 3 by itself, make sure everyone understands their adding counts and if they're an A or a B, and when those counts happen at what points. Then go through and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all together straight through. And then try doing with the music. Remember, set 1, 2, and 3 is that ostinato intro rhythm. And then set 4 and set 5 is where the melody comes in. So that gets you the first 5 sets of the song, which is the first 5 sets of 16. So it's 16, 16, 16, 16, 16. And then from there, I'll get into set 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So there's 12 sets of work all together throughout this entire song. So that is the first 5. Basically halfway there, pretty straightforward and simple, and I hope this is a great place to start, and I'll try making the other video on Thursday to have for you guys for the weekend.